All right, everybody, welcome into the show. So, welcome back. It's fun to talk about a lot of different things going on in crypto. I don't think it really matters though. The only thing that matters is what you're going to change. Like my friend, he told me to change my life. And some other friends I have, they would say, not them, but I think they would agree with the saying, be the change, you wish to see in the world. And that includes your world most importantly, but the broader world as well. I think it's my turn now. And so I think to myself, the contradiction with crypto is everybody loves when you pump their thing. So like, say for example, if I was a good friend and I knew my friend had a coin and he was building a bunch of things for it, he might be happy if I was supportive. He'd love if I'd make a video supporting his thing, right? Then we're best friends. If my other friends had smart contracts, ideally, they would be happy if I was to continue to support them and talk about their things, Ricky, if he had a bunch of coins and a new blockchain, he'd ideally hope, even after your very generous sacrifices, that you would go out there and market more than him. And he'd be really happy that you would continue to bring lambs to the slaughter, talking about his thing. And if you did otherwise, you'd be ostracized. It'd be Ricky core coins only, the coins that only go down, at least for now, right? It's been a long now, by the way. They've gone down for longer than they've gone up now, right? All of them, okay? Even Hex. Do you know that Hex has like 9 million holders or some shit according to CoinMarketCap? And I'm gonna assume they're pulling that off Etherscan. I don't really care to look. I'm not buying that shit. I know a lot of people that will though, or that want to, or that want you to. People that have their own coins and continue to point you at that type of stuff. I don't think it's accidental. People pair their thing to it and hope that it doesn't drag you down. Except Zen was a great example of that. PDI was a great example of that. If you pair a shitcoin that can be minted to oblivion, what do you think happens? It sucks all the liquidity and motion and energy out of the things, okay? The contradiction in crypto is like, let's say if today I came out with a prop firm and I said, you know what, because I keep getting these weird ass emails from someone that thinks I'm a moron that wants to start, like, hey, start your own prop firm. No, like, why would I do that? I would say if I did that though, I might hear the founders or proponents of Breakout say, hey man, that's a scam. They have this rule or that rule, and we don't have that rule, and and respect. They have a good thing going, so naturally they would feel that way. But if I talked about their thing, they'd be really happy and welcoming to do that. Like I think to myself, if BitBoy was rocking a Breakout fucking t-shirt and using his live stream and his reach to help market Breakout, I would bet the founder wouldn't have in his fucking mouth that my friend is a grifter. The fuck? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's funny how like things change according, like I'm your best friend if I help pump your shit in your bags, and respect. I mean, we're all happy if you do that. Like if you pump my bags, gee, thanks, right? It's human nature, but it's a big contradiction. Hey, pump my bags, talk about my shitcoin, this, that, whatever. But don't do yours. Don't ever do that. Like that would be insane. It's ludicrous. It's a grift. It's a scam. It's this, it's that. What are you gonna do to change this idea, this dynamic? If you're Trump, you don't go talk about everyone else's coins. You launch Trump and Melania, and God bless, right? If you're not pumping his bags, then, if you pump his bags, you can go to the dinner, God bless, man. I'm sure that has its benefits. What I'm saying is across the space, everybody wants you to pump their things and deal with their things, right? And you're not getting rich. And the reason is because there's tons of holders on you. You're gonna go get Anthem. I think there's like, I don't know, it's like 60,000 holders of Anthem. You're gonna buy that and maybe it goes up. But I think maybe I'm confused, but maybe the gains have already been had for that. You know, I don't know. It's not even a bull market. Anything's possible. And I wish him well too. Like, there's no reason for me to hate on it. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, like, most of the things you do is to buy into things that there's so many holders. What could go wrong? I don't know. It could dump to zero. Ain't that how we got here with Hex? If CoinMarketCap is correct, you know, shit, even if it wasn't, and there was 100,000 plus 200,000 holders of Hex, you know, I mean, what could go wrong? Why would you bring lambs to that slaughter? I mean, you've only lived through 3+ years of actual slaughter, of all-time high down to zero. Like, it's really wild. Like 1/10 of a penny, barely, or less. Like, wow. And I thought, you know, people thought I was insane talking about a penny or less. So long story short, it's my turn. I'm going to launch my own shitcoin. Except it's going to be better than a shitcoin. Why? Because I said so. And all you got to do is get some. How many of you are whole coiners with Bitcoin? So does it matter if it goes up to 200,000? I mean, you don't even have one. Most of the people that I know, they don't have one whole Bitcoin. So who gives a shit about the price of Bitcoin? You see, Bitcoin used to determine how altcoin cycles went. It still has some weight, but the fact that Bitcoin is now paired through centralized exchanges to so many stable coins, it doesn't have that effect. Cycles ago, when there weren't many stable coins at all, this started last cycle. The cycle before it, there were no, that's why when Bitcoin went up, Ethereum was its main liquidity pool and its main liquidity counterpart. So Bitcoin swept to Ethereum, swept to altcoins, back to fiat dollars for people who actually cash out of crypto and enjoy it. And enjoy the fruits of being in crypto. That's not happening anymore. That's why alt season was pretty freaking dull last cycle, right? So now it's my turn. How many of you are whole coiners though? 0. So this is the rock that I'm gonna stand on, and this is the hill that I am going to die on. Many people will critique, they'll FUD, they'll be in disagreement, they'll say it's a grift. Meanwhile, keep in mind that everybody who has these words in their mouths has launched their own coins, pointed you at the wrong ones, gotten you wrecked, just like anybody in crypto is capable of doing. But you gotta believe in something. And me, I believe in myself. I do. It's just a fact. Do you have a whole Bitcoin? No, you don't. Do you have a lot of other coins? Maybe you do. Who cares? You have them all so high. There's nothing but dumpers on you now. You understand that? Michael Saylor has bought $50+ billion worth of Bitcoin. He has infinite sell pressure. Remember last cycle, right after when Ricky was selling you Pulse Chain? Man, forget Bitcoin. Where's your next billionaire? All your billionaires already bought. Well, Michael Saylor became an infinite billionaire. He borrowed infinite billions, pretty much, 50 times the one billionaire that Ricky thought wouldn't buy anymore because it didn't exist. And he pushed, and they barely got 2x last all-time high. From 65, 67, barely to 128, 129. Didn't even crest 130. That's wild. What do you think is going to happen this cycle? We're probably not even going to 2x this cycle. Might get 200K, all right? Maybe I'm confused, but I don't care. It's still not even that much. You're looking at 65K now. What is that? 4x if we go to 250? God bless, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? And you should be too, because you don't have enough money. You have the very poor mentality of chasing after, oh, there's not people talking about this. There's no hype. There's no this. There's no that. and finding yourself in a situation where you can only buy the hype and get dumped on, and have that happen for almost 2 complete cycles now, and wonder why you're still not rich. Buy from zero. This is going to be the fairest launch ever. There's no website, there's no white paper, there's just going to be common sense. A total supply, a very limited supply. There will be no minting, there will be no mining. It's just a coin, and it's very simple. In fact, this is the most successful model that has come out since Bitcoin has been decoupled from an altcoin season. Just a meme coin. You think meme coins suck because you keep buying meme coin hype and tops after tens of thousands of people are holding and waiting to dump on you. Why do you think more has had a problem, despite all the little contraptions that my friend has built up for it? Why is it just like no one gives a shit about it? It's not because he's not a popular guy. I mean, he makes content on it. He's got a nice website. He's adding all the things. Well, one, he's tied it to the shittiest shit coins on the planet, and that's his choice, right? You know, centralized is better. But more importantly, because a lot of people got airdropped them shits for free. And somehow, someone's always got a bag waiting to dump on you. Is that happening now? I don't know. Haven't seen a video in a few days. So I guess it's not going up as much. Maybe I'm confused, but I don't have any, you know, God bless and respect. Like I said, if I was pumping that bag, we'd probably be closer friends than we are, or I believe or perceive that we already are, right? Because I'm pumping, you know, I'm jumping your thing, you know? Now it's my turn, my thing, your thing, our thing. Fairest launch ever. Just get some. Send whatever you want to an address. I'm going to leave here, and it's going to represent however much of the supply you get. It's that simple. And see, I'll use a slogan from my friend. It says, don't ask questions, just get in. Literally think it's Bitcoin for you though. Be a whole coiner. Don't buy it at 60K. Don't buy it at 200K. Buy it at 0, right? Buy it under $0 and many zeros and a 1, and do the same thing you do. Close your eyes, click your heels, say there's no place like home, and pray you get rich. Tell your friends how fucking great it is, how it's the future, just like you've been doing for every other crypto except the one you actually got in from at the bottom. Many people FOMO'd into post-chain sacrifices because they believed that they would be at the bottom of an EVM. But Ricky used OPP, other people's money and other people's property, to give himself a masterful bonus, a massive bonus, masterfully allocated to himself in many daughter addresses, and they rugged it below. You understand? There was a short period of mild FOMO when it launched, and then and ever since it's been down only and added a 0. Far under sacrifice rates. And now people that are getting interested, they can get way more than you're ever going to have or ever sacrifice for a fraction of what you paid when you sacrificed. And that is why the shit may very well never return to sacrifice rate. You know, not in a meaningful way for you to get out. And hopefully it doesn't get there and you stare at it and don't sell and recoup your money, and it goes right back into the second bear cycle. That's if it, and again, it's wishful thinking at this point. Bull market's coming. But the problem is you get FOMO'd into everything where everyone's waiting to dump on you. Fair launch, just like Zen, but better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fair launch, just like Bitcoin, but better. Like, you had to watch, what's his name? Satoshi. Solo mine that shit to himself. Pretty much. I mean, he got 1 million of them. How did he get that much of the supply? Because it was his protocol. He set it up so he'd be mining more than everybody else who thought it might be something. And it had no promise, no limit, no legitimacy. It was just a big fucking idea. But now the idea is proven. Everybody knows what crypto is, so now's your chance to get in a fair thing. Everybody's not getting airdropped free coins. You know, that's what happened with Pulse. People bought in and everybody had somehow bonus coins to dump on everybody who did actually buy after people sacrificed. Retarded, right? What I'm saying is you can just do away with those things. Sometimes simple is better. It's not sometimes, it actually is. The more complicated something is, and it needs a fucking some expanded, extensive fucking white paper with algebraic equations and dumb shit in it, that's how you know you just didn't take it for a ride. We saw that. It's ICO error. Here, man, this MLA format, beautiful fucking white paper with a bunch of shit, 99.9% failed projects. Who gives a shit? The one thing that's true, hey man, there's a coin. You can get some, it's a limited supply. Believe in something. No promises of what this and that is going to be. We're going to burn this and we're going to make 4 more coins to burn this, and you can mine that and play with this and do that. All that shit is out. All that shit is out. Just stick with the simple. Simple is better. Keep it simple, stupid. Very simple principle. Bitcoin is what leads. Make it better, man. You don't need to mine. You don't need to fuck up the environment. You don't need to do all this. You don't need to do all that. Bunch of dumb shit. You don't need to do any of that. You don't even need a blockchain. We don't need to fucking solo mine blocks. We don't have to worry about a 51% attack. Just get your fucking coins, do the fair mine, and that'll be the cheapest you're ever gonna fucking see them. Period. Point blank. That's the way. How much you want to bet? It's impossible. And over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, instead of staring at all these other coins that aren't going to get you rich, you get to sit there and DCA and hold and, swear that this is the only coin that you have and believe in that shit like you believed in the dream of getting rich off crypto. And this will be that one coin. Because this founder is not rich and retired, but I don't even need much. I don't need much of anything. I'm not looking to run off with the big bag. I'm not Ricky. I don't need that. I wouldn't even want to. I got a family. I have something to stick around for. I got a life to live, a life worth living. I got a woman who loves me and children who need me. You do too. So you can't afford to keep dicking off. Okay? And there's many ways to make number go up. But the easiest and best way is for you to focus on one thing at the bottom, fair launched, not with 1,000 holders, not with a bunch of tricks and dumb shit, where you sit there and you wait 300, 400, 800 days and figure out if you lost money or not. Buy and hodl, baby, just like you should have done from the beginning, but you didn't. You get to redo that now. So that's all I'm going to leave that with. The address is going to be right there in the pinned comment and in the description. Start now. And I tell you, all my good friends that are doing their things, yes, think mirror. Because as you support me, so too shall I support you. Because I believe in you. Do you believe in me as much as you want me to believe in you and spread the good news about you? Then it's very simple, man. One hand washes the other. And we can all do something great. I know a guy, he's like about to do some DEX shit or something. Well, we need a good shit coin for that DEX. And it needs to be our shit coin. And it needs to be the flagship shit coin. And guess what? If that DEX doesn't come in any reasonable time, well, shit, there's other DEXs out there. But I know one that's coming. And maybe something needs to be traded on it because I don't see much else going to go on there. I think that's the reason for the delay. You see what I'm saying? But you see, one hand washes the other. And see, we're touching, we're knocking on doors and getting in rooms that people never imagined were possible. You see what I'm saying? And you can be there too. You can take that ride. You can create that ride. You can be a part of that vision. You can create your own destiny. You can mold your own success. Or you can keep singing Kumbaya praying for this motherfucker to stop playing around and pump your fucking little hex coin bags. Same thing with everything else. You can pray that all the things coming for the morons is finally gonna pump that shit to the moon, or anything else. And then God bless. I hope it all works out for everybody. I'm not a hater. Never have been, especially with my ninjas. But this is the time where we get to reciprocate. One of my friends has shown me some of the greatest love I think I have experienced in the last 2-3 years of my life. And I think it's been about 2 now. You know what I'm saying? And I have other friends that have shown me incredible love. And then things we could accomplish together are unlimited. There's no ceiling here. There's no height that can't be achieved. Believe in something. Believe in yourself. Believe in getting in at the bottom. Something you've never done. Something you thought you did with Pulse Chain. Get your allocation in this like you believed in Pulse Chain. But you won't, because I'm not rich and retired. I don't have the Rolexes for you. You see what I'm saying? I just have nothing but sincerity, optimism, success on my mind, and peace in my heart. And that's what I'm gonna go forward with. See, maybe I'll do a white paper. There's no white paper, dog. There's no need for it. White papers are like websites. All they do is tell lies. All they do is tell lies. It's a centralized thing anyway. Fuck that. Oh, don't tell me you can put it on a make-believe decentralized server with centralized fucking... Come on, buddy, cut it out. All you need is the coin and your conviction. And we're gonna start and end there. Anyways, that's the message for today. I won't call it a sacrifice. There's no need to call it a sacrifice. It's a fair launch. You get yours, they'll be distributed. I want to say equally, but there's going to be, you know, think of it, the next Bitcoin. It's going to be your fucking Bitcoin. No one's going to agree with you at first. No one agreed with the Bitcoiners at first. But you know what? It took some time and some believe in something. And that's all you got to do. So that's my thing for today. I'm going to make another video later. But for right now, this is your fair launch announcement. It'll be Ethereum. USD, USDT, or Ethereum. Not 50 fucking coins, not 50 fucking chains. We don't have time for all that. Everybody has Ethereum. That's where it's gonna go. Point blank period. Anyways, love you guys. I'm very happy to be back. I miss you all. I've done a lot of soul searching about this for like maybe, like 2 months, bro. My man said change my life, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna change mine and yours. I got nothing left to do. I feel like that's all I have left to do with my life is change it. And see the people that didn't get rich finally get rich with me somehow, some way, our way. Anyways, I'm out.